Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to the Great Outdoors. Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh, a food delivery service that brings food right to your doorstep. If you head over to HelloFresh.com and enter the code Emmy60, you shall receive $20 off your first 3 boxes of food. So, big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and today I'm going to be tasting this. And this is a long-range patrol. So from my understanding, this is a very rare ration. It's given to special operation officers, and it's long-range patrol, food packet menu number 11, scrambled eggs and bacon pieces. What's special about this is it's similar to an MCW, which is a meal cold weather. The food is dehydrated for compactness and for lightness. Normally MREs are about this size, and that's for one meal. This is supposed to be enough food for one officer for one day. So this ration was very kindly sent to me by Kelly. Kelly, thank you so much for sending this to me. I have never ever seen a long range patrol ration. So super excited to see what's inside. All right, here we go. The main entree, and this is the scrambled eggs with bacon, instant oatmeal, maple and brown sugar. Here's the sundries bag, nut raisin mix. There's a fig bar, a spoon, cocoa beverage powder, and beverage base powder. So this is supposed to be enough food for one person for an entire day. I have to say this is a pretty minimal ration. Let's see what's inside the sundries bag. 2 packs of gum, which is nice. This looks like instant coffee, non-dairy creamer, matches, moist towelette, salt, Tabasco, tissue, sugar, and 2 packs of tissue. Well, that's nice. As always, I like to check on my matches. And there we go. Fire. Whoops, I had fire. So while my water's coming up to boil, let me tell you a little bit about HelloFresh. So HelloFresh is a food delivery service that brings food right to your doorstep. Super easy, super convenient. Everything comes prepackaged and measured in an insulated box right to your doorstep. It makes meal planning a breeze because it saves you so much time. You don't have to go to the grocery store to buy ingredients. You don't have to think about it. You can choose between 3 different meals: classic, vegetarian, and family. And this month, my family really enjoyed the maple glazed pork chops with the mashed sweet potatoes. Absolutely delicious. And as a busy mom, what I really appreciate is that cleanup has been considered as well. Many of the recipes come together in just one pot, and it takes about 30 minutes for them to come together. And HelloFresh is really great for getting you out of recipe ruts as well. You can try new recipes and ingredients. And in terms of cost, meals work out to be about $10 a serving. If you go to HelloFresh.com and enter the coupon code Emmy60, you shall receive $60 off your first 3 boxes of food. Big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and allowing me to make better content for you guys. Add 8 ounces of hot water, or 1/3 of a canteen cup, to the pouch. This cup is about 8 ounces, so I'm going to put 2 of those half cups in there. Now I'm going to use my spoon and give this a little stir. So that's going to sit aside for about 10 minutes. So while my water's hot, I'm also going to make this, and this is the instant oatmeal, maple and brown sugar. So my apologies for the environment noise. I am at a state park, so there are other people here. Smells nice and mapley and brown sugary. And by the looks of it, it looks just like instant oatmeal. 8 ounces of water. Give that a little bit of a stir. I have a little bit of hot water left, so I'm going to go ahead and make my coffee to here. And that's just your standard coffee granules, instant crystals. And I'm going to add my hot water to that. I like mine pretty strong. And since I have it, I'm going to add some non-dairy creamer and some sugar. Oops. It's hard to stay tidy out in the great outdoors. All right, here we go. Cheers. I actually love freeze-dried coffee. I really do. I just have fond camping memories associated with freeze-dried coffee, so whenever I have it, I like it. It's less about the taste. It actually tastes a little bit burnt and kind of like truck stop coffee, but I still love it and always brings a smile to my face. Love it. I'm also going to make this, and this is the cocoa beverage powder. This very conveniently has a little zip top up here, so I can add the water and then reseal it. seal that up and give that a little swish. I'm going to pour it into my coffee cup, so there's going to be a little bit of coffee in there, but none the wiser. Yum, yum, yum. It's just missing the little floaty marshmallows on top. Delicious. So here I've got my fig bar, and by the package it looks like it's going to be a couple of Fig Newtons, but let's see. And indeed, they are. I love Fig Newtons. As a kid I didn't. I think it had to do with the brown color. But yeah, they look like 2 very long Fig Newtons. Smell like it too. All right, here we go. I love Fig Newtons. Kind of cakey on the outside, kind of a hybrid actually between cake and cookie, very sweet. And then inside you've got that paste of fig that has those little crunchy seeds in there, which I adore. The flavor is delightful. It's a little bit like raisins, but nice and soft and tender and sweet. I want to say there's just a touch of cinnamon in there as well, but yeah, classic Fig Newton flavors. Delish. Let's check out what's in the nut raisin mix. That doesn't look like it's going to be too surprising, but let's check it out anyways. So in here we've got peanuts, hazelnuts, raisins, and some walnuts. So this is a true nut raisin mix, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too salty. I don't see a lot of salt there, which is smart if you don't have a lot of water, right? Yes, I don't think that's salted at all. Delicious flavors of roasted nuts. Fresh, not rancid. Delish. So let's make our last beverage, which is the beverage base powder in orange. So orange beverage base powder, formulation C. So let's check that out. So this one too comes with this little resealable zippy thing on the top here. And it says to add 12 ounces of cold water, half a canteen cup. One thing I found interesting about both this and the MCW is what happens when you don't have hot water. Then you're left with a lot of freeze-dried food, which you probably still could eat, but I think it would be difficult, and then I don't think it would taste all that great. But I guess that's the consequence of having a very light meal, right? All right, so let me give this a good shake. Wow, look, it's fluorescent orange. All right, cheers. It's actually really good. Absolutely artificial, tastes like tang. It makes your mouth pucker. It's got some citric acid in there, loads of artificial orange flavor. So let's go ahead and check on our oatmeal. And that looks like oatmeal. Itadakimasu. And that's great. Brown, sugary, sweet, and tastes just like the store-bought instant Quaker oatmeal. Familiar, hearty, warm, easy, good for your colon. Let's go ahead and check on our scrambled eggs and bacon. There it is. It's a little bit soupy. It doesn't smell half bad. It smells kind of bacony. All right, so there are the little bacon pieces. Here are the eggs. The eggs look a lot like the little bits of egg that you would find in an instant cup of noodle or something like that. All right, let's give that a taste. Here we go. Not so great. The flavor is okay. It's got kind of a smoky, slightly artificial smoke taste to it. I think the thing that's weird is the texture. The texture is a lot like those instant noodle eggs. It's really spongy and kind of wet. Just imagine a sponge that's kind of soaked up a lot of moisture. In this case, kind of bacon-infused moisture. Doesn't sound all that pleasant because it's not all that pleasant. It's not totally disgusting, it's just strange. So let's get some help. Let's add some friend Tabasco. In fact, let's add all the Tabasco. Here we go. Wow, that was a lot of Tabasco. And it does improve things. It gives it a really nice smokiness, tanginess, and of course, lots of heat. What I think is missing here is just a little bit of tortilla. If this included one of those little tortillas, I think it'd be great because then we'd have a breakfast burrito, right? But as it is, it's passable. It's not delicious, but it's fine. Finally, let's finish things off with a piece of gum. And these look like little chiclets. Very soft, fresh piece of gum with a little candy coating. And that's peppermint. Delish. An even better way to polish off a meal. Thanks again, Kelly, for sending me this ration and giving me an opportunity to actually have a long-range patrol. And big thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Head over to HelloFresh.com and enter the code EMMY60 to receive $20 off your first 3 boxes of food. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I shall see you in the next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye!